Good Tuesday morning, folks. I'm News 18 meteorologist Cam Hotman with today's edition of your weather vlog. Plenty to talk about today. That winter storm bearing down on us, the very cool temperatures overnight tonight, the amount of snow that we're expecting for tomorrow morning. But also, I'm going to be talking about the big warm-up in store for us as well as we get into the latter part of your work week and the weekend ahead. But let's jump right into that snow, the rain, the wintry mix, the sleet, the freezing rain, the ice, all of it, the slick conditions that are going to be really sticking around the viewing area throughout the day today, even into tomorrow as well. We continue to track the most significant snowfall of the season thus far, all thanks to this low pressure system now to our south. And we are beginning to see that system of low pressure move to our east, and that's when those temperatures will begin to fall. We're looking at temperatures sitting right around the mid to low 30s right now, and we're, as a whole, pretty much remaining above that freezing mark. That is actually causing some problems, creating the sleet, the wintry mix, the freezing rain, everything like that. 34 degrees here in Lafayette as of 11 a.m., 34 in Rossville, it's 33 in Kokomo right now, Fowler 33 as well. We're sitting at 34 in Rensselaer currently. So temperatures at the surface are actually sitting pretty mild, or at least just above that freezing mark, meaning anything that's really going to be on the surface right now is going to be melting right away. So we are even beginning to see some sustained snowfall for our far northern counties. And the current satellite radar as of 11 showing that blue in across parts of Newton, Jasper, White counties, Cass, Pulaski, Fulton, even Miami counties as well. The rest of us dealing with that rain and wintry mix. If we zoom in a little bit to the viewing area, you can't see it at home, but I can see it here in the studio. We are seeing plenty of pink across parts of southern Cass, southern Benton County, here in Tippecanoe County, here in West Lafayette. We are seeing that sleet begin to come down, but because those temperatures are warmer at the surface than they should be to sustain an accumulation of snowfall, really we're not going to be seeing any accumulations until these temperatures really begin to dip, and that will occur when that low pressure system moves further off to the east. Once it does that, winds will begin to shift from the east as they are right now to the north later in the afternoon and evening hours, and that's going to help drop those temperatures. We need those temperatures to be below freezing before any of this accumulation can really begin to stick. For now, though, all we are dealing with the slick roadways and the slick conditions pretty much throughout the entire viewing area right now. So we do have those very mild temperatures, and because of the slick conditions and the eventual freezing temperatures and the eventual accumulations higher than what we've seen for pretty much the entire month of February, the National Weather Service has issued winter storm warnings for the majority of the viewing area. That is for Warren, Benton, Newton, Jasper, Pulaski, Fulton, Miami, Carroll, Cass, as well as White counties, Tippecanoe and Clinton counties, Howard counties as well. Those are your winter storm warnings. That's everybody but Fountain and Montgomery counties where a winter weather advisory has been issued. Now, what's the difference between a winter weather advisory and a winter storm warning? Well, a winter weather advisory means that a winter storm is a significant winter storm is imminent, will be headed our way, and will be somewhat disrupting everyday life. Whereas a National Weather Service issues a winter storm warning because that significant storm could actually be dangerous in the fact of creating slick roads, creating heavy snowfalls, breaking tree limbs and whatnot like that. So that is the difference there. But altogether, those winter storm warnings, the winter weather advisories, are out until tomorrow morning. They go into effect today between the morning hours. Some are already in effect, the morning hours to the early afternoon hours, and will be in effect until tomorrow morning when this snow finally begins to move out of the region. Now, you're looking outside right now and you're wondering, hey, why isn't it snowing? I'm getting sleet, I'm getting rain. That is because even as temperatures are below freezing further up in the atmosphere, and a lot of this is beginning to fall as snow, the temperatures once again here at the surface are not cold enough to support any snowfall at this point, or I should say any accumulating snowfall. You may be seeing thick, wet flakes, but other than that, we're seeing those pretty much melt, pretty much on contact with the surface. So as temperatures drop, as that low pressure system moves to the east, the winds will shift to the north. Winds will be gusting overnight tonight as high as 35 miles per hour. So once we do get some of that accumulating snow, we could also be dealing with a blowing, drifting snow as well, making visibility dangerous and road travel dangerous overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So Futurecast has this low dragging off to the east. As it does that, the snow, this initial line of snow, will actually begin to twist, and we'll actually catch the majority of our heavy snowfall on the back end of this low pressure system, which is perfect for snowfall development. So we're going to see this low drag further off to the east, eventually making its way out of the region early tomorrow morning, but we're still expecting another cool day ahead with winds from the north. But really what you're wondering, what you're watching this for is, why are we, or I should say, how much snow are we expecting over the next 24 hours? Well, folks, we're expecting anywhere between 2 inches for our far southern counties to even as high as 8 inches for our far northern and northeastern counties. So 2 to 4 inches for parts of Warren, Fountain, Montgomery County, even southern Tippecanoe County. As far as Tippecanoe County goes, the southern part seeing about 3, maybe 3.5 inches. The further north you go, closer to 5 inches for northern Tippecanoe County. Here in Lafayette, we are expecting right around 4 to 5 inches, maybe, depending on how fast those temperatures fall, maybe 6 inches of snowfall for Lafayette by tomorrow morning. The further northeast you go, the heavier snowfall we'll be seeing. It looks like the heaviest snowfall will be falling in parts of Pulaski, Fulton, Miami, and northern Cass counties. Those areas expecting right around 6 to 8 inches of snowfall, possibly higher amounts depending on how strong this wraparound precipitation is later on in the evening. So right around 2 for our far southern, far western counties to 8 inches for our far northeastern counties, and that is pretty much as far as the snow amounts go here by tomorrow morning. The good news is this is going to be a pretty short-lived snowfall. It's going to be later this evening and afternoon to early tomorrow morning, pretty much exiting by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the morning commute could be a little bit rough. Even the commute home this evening certainly looking a little bit rough with the snow accumulations, the snow beginning to turn. It looks like we'll begin to see that sustainable snowfall, or at least conditions for sustainable accumulating snowfall, begin to turn for the Lafayette area right around 4 to 5 p.m. So just in time for that commute. So please just remember to drive safely as you head home here over the next 6 hours or so. Once we get into tomorrow, that snow goes. That's the good news. We're actually looking at pretty dry conditions for the remainder of the work week, even into the weekend. We're looking at 33 degrees for your high temperature tomorrow afternoon. So we could see some of this snow melt tomorrow. It looks like mostly cloudy skies throughout the majority of the day tomorrow as well. So any accumulations we receive today will likely be sticking around through Wednesday as well, even into Wednesday evening as temperatures drop down to 23 degrees. That will change as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I say it will change because things are really going to warm up, folks. We are going to be seeing spring really show up pretty quickly here. That low moves eastward actually pretty quickly over the next 24 hours, and high pressure is right there when we need it to be to fill the void left by the passing low pressure system. Once that high moves to our west, we'll actually continue to catch those northerly winds. That's what's going to help keep conditions relatively cool for tomorrow. As that high moves further to the east, winds will begin to shift once again, and that is going to drive temperatures up to 40 degrees for Thursday, 44 degrees for Friday, 51 degrees for Saturday. Folks, we're talking about 55 and 60 degrees for Sunday and Monday of next week. And why are things going to be so warm? Well, we have this high pressure system, and it's actually going to be moving relatively slowly. As it moves eastward, 44 on Friday afternoon. Mostly sunny skies, folks. You cannot beat that, except if you beat it with a 51 and partly cloudy skies on Saturday. That high still off to our east. You actually combine that with a low by Saturday to our west. And that low will bring a chance of rain and even, yes, thunderstorms by Monday. 55 on Sunday, scattered chance of some showers with the leading edge of a warm front actually moving on in. That's going to help boost those temperatures to 55 degrees for Sunday. By Monday, we're actually looking at temperatures warming all the way up to 60 degrees with those scattered snow, or I'm used to saying snow showers, scattered thunder showers by next Monday. Now, the problem is that the long-range models for next Tuesday have things cooling off a little bit. With those thunderstorms actually comes a cold front, and that's actually going to drop temperatures down to near 30 degrees Monday night into Tuesday morning. But the good news is that we warm right back up to the 40s again next Tuesday, so it looks like temperatures will be staying right on average or slightly above that as we get towards the beginning of next week. But for once again, let me just remind you how much snow we're looking at. This has actually pretty much been the longest vlog I've ever done. Sorry to keep you long, but once again, 2 to 4 inches for our southern counties, Montgomery, Fountain, Warren counties, about 4 to 6 inches. Once you get up into Tippecanoe County, Carroll County, southern White, Benton County, southern Newton, Jasper, and then you get up to 6 to 8 inches for our far northern counties. That's northern Newton, Jasper counties, Pulaski, Fulton, Miami, northern White, northeastern White, I should say, and then that northern Cass County, expecting those 6 to 8 inches as well. Folks, please just remember to be safe over the next 24 hours. We are looking at, once again, the most significant snowfall of the season, and likely maybe winter going out with a bang. Cross your fingers. Hopefully these spring-like conditions for next week will be sticking around. That is pretty much all I had for today, folks. If you have any questions about this very complicated, very long forecast, feel free to email Chad, Jesse, and I at weatherteam18@WLFI.com. Always remember, you can follow us on Twitter at weatherteam18 as well, and my personal email address, if you have any questions for me, Cameron.Hotman@WLFI.com. Until tomorrow morning, folks, I'll see you then. Yeah, I'm News 18 meteorologist Cam Hotman, signing off.